the mics, Vassos Alexander and Jim Prideford.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on.
Tony O'Shea is the 4th seed this year. He knows he's got a world title in him. The losing finalists of 2012
100.
and of 2009. Both times came mighty close to lifting the most famous trophy in darts, losing to Ted Hankey 7-6 in 09 and 7-5 to Christian Kist last year. Only once in the past 5 years has Tony O'Shea failed to reach at least the quarterfinals.
140.
And he says he has been throwing well, both in practice and in matches. Steve Douglas has his work cut out.
34.
But there is something when you have had an experience like he has in the past few weeks. It does change
100.
you. And the left-hander under no pressure whatsoever.
Mike said that it's the best and calmest he's ever felt because he expected to get well beaten.
60.
If anybody ever tells you it's the taking
161.
part that really counts, just think about Steve Douglas, and it's true. Bullseye for a brilliant start for O'Shea.
Game shot, and the first leg.
161 in the first leg of the match. Welcome to the big stage.
Second leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
Not a bad start, is it?
97.
But Tony was on 161 when he had that ball with the last dart. I think he just considered, just for a moment, maybe
85.
looking at 18, just to tee himself up for 32, knowing that Steve was some way back. Went for the big shot. What a big shot.
59.
Steve yet to win a ranking title. His only final to date was the Latvian Open in 2011, which he lost to Paul Jennings.
59.
Their last meeting, these two, in the German Open, nearly 2 years ago. Tony won it 3-0.
$43.
Interesting lakeside journey from Steve Douglas. We first saw him as a 22-year-old qualifier in 2000. He reached round 2, losing to Ted Hankey. Then we didn't see him again until 2011. And we didn't see him for long then either. A 3-0 loser against Gary Robson. Avenged that last year, a 3-0 winner in round 1 before
81.
Jennings beat him 4-2 in the second round. So he's as far as he's ever been at Lakeside. Can he go further? Not. If Tony O'Shea has anything to do with it.
There's a massive difference in the amount of experience that they've got of being late in this tournament, of course, and that's going to be extremely prevalent late on. But a first maximum of the afternoon for Douglas will really make him feel better. Tony won't go for a third one, obviously.
130.
Leaves himself double top.
Steve, you require 41.
So he's up for the 1. Double top. Yes, very nice first dart. That'll settle you down.
Third leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on. $60.
This is the 8th time that Tony O'Shea has been in the second round. Most recently, last year, of course. He's only lost 2 of his 7 second round ties. The last time was against Robert Thornton in 2008.
22.
It's Ross Montgomery that he beat at this stage last year. He's also beaten Gary Robson and Stephen Bunting in previous second round ties.
60. 94.
Memorably, of course. In 2003, he lost a sudden death tie-break leg against Colin
83.
Monk.
$99.
Fireworks in the first two legs from both players. A maximum,
58.
a 161 checkout. Gone a little bit quiet in this third. Best of 7 into the quarterfinals.
100. 60.
Be frustrated with himself there. Didn't manage to get a treble and leave himself on a finish. Quick assessment from Steve.
100.
And a great third dart as well. 86 left when he comes back.
$50. Steve, you require 86.
So 86 here for Steve Douglas. Double 16 he's looking at for a 2-1 lead. Just up a little bit, but not
70.
quite that much.
Tony, you require 130.
2 darts to break the throw. How many opportunities will he get? O'Shea needs the treble for the bullseye. The answer is
65.
Douglas will get more opportunities, 3 of them right
Steve, you
here.
require 16.
Double 8. Now double 4. And now double 2. Oh, how
12.
costly could that be?
Tony, you require 65.
5 missed darts at a double in this leg now, and Tony back on 65. Needs double top. Double 10.
Game shot and a
Great dart from O'Shea.
Tony O'Shea.
Knew the significance
Fourth
of missing
leg,
it.
Steve throwing first.
Lands it and leads 2-1.
5 missed darts from Steve Douglas in that last leg.
140.
5 missed darts at a double, that is.
Tony saw off John Walton 3-0 in the first round. Steve, a particularly memorable match for him given the circumstances. On a 180 here.
125.
Jerry Stone that Steve beat. He missed 7 darts at a double for the second set, which he lost. But then, having lost the first leg of the third, he reeled off 6 legs in a row
140.
to win 3-1. And also memorably, interviewed afterwards, confessed that he hadn't got a clue who he was going to be playing in the next round
45.
on the basis that he was expecting to be knocked out. There's no point in looking at the second round.
Yeah, but having said that, I was backstage just after his match.
91.
He was walking through a doorway as Darryl Fitton, Tony O'Shea's best mate, was coming back through a door. So Darryl said, "Oh, well played, Steve, that was great." And then there was a wry, "Who have you got next?" And Steve knew. Steve, you could tell from his answer, which was, "Shut up," or something along those lines.
140.
He knew he had next.
Tony, you require 170.
Well, O'Shea's landed a 161 already, but he can't take 170 out.
81. Steve, you require 51.
Everything with a dart so far. Steve looking at 51. Double top here for 2 legs apiece. Double 10. All the doubles letting him down at the moment.
46.
Snatched at that one.
Tony,
It's a
you
wry
require
smile,
89.
but it belies inner frustration.
This is for the set. He's hit the treble 19, so 2 darts at double 16. The marker. And the
Game
set dart.
shot and the first set. Tony O'Shea.
Tony O'Shea has hit
Second
his
set,
doubles
first leg, it's Steve to throw
3 times.
first.
He's only
Game
had
on.
2 misses. Steve Douglas has hit just 1 double from 8 attempts, and that's the difference at the moment as O'Shea takes a 1-set lead.
129.
He's flying now.
140. $137. $100.
Tony was runner-up to Stephen Bunting in the World Masters. To follow up his defeat in the final here last year, but that did make it 6 major televised finals without a victory. He's won the Dutch Open and the Polish Open away from the cameras this year. Darting CV that is magnificent, includes a 9 darter, a 170 finish, and so on and so forth.
91.
Plenty of ranking titles, but not the major he so desperately requires.
Interesting story about the Dutch Open victory, which came quite soon after his Lakeside defeat. I'll tell you in the next leg, because just possibly Tony O'Shea
105.
could be about to hit the daddy of all
170.
checkouts. 2 treble 20s in the bullseye, not this time.
58.
So Steve Douglas to hold this
65.
throw. 25. Check. Double top. There it
Game
is.
shot and the first leg. Steve Douglas.
That will make him feel
Second
better.
leg, it's Tony throwing first.
So at that Dutch Open, it came a few weeks after his Lakeside final defeat to
97.
Christian Kist. And at the Dutch Open, there are hundreds and hundreds of boards just along one length of, well, it's a hotel hall, but it kind of looks like an aircraft hangar. And then there's one board on a stage, and he was
60.
on that stage in every round, having just reached the Lakeside final. And on either side of the dartboard was a huge poster of Christian Kist with the Lakeside trophy.
59.
That got Tony angry. He said, I used that as motivation. Every time I missed a double, I looked at Christian Kist holding my trophy, and I hit it next time.
What better incentive do you need?
140. $58.
The crowd here would love to see Silverback win a world title. Twice losing finalist, twice also a losing semi-finalist.
42.
Has also lost the quarter-final against Raymond van Barneveld in 2006. And he's been here every
60.
year since 2002.
$59.
It was a pretty slow leg for Tony up until that point. It's the first time that he's hit a ton plus in this leg. Very handily placed now.
$81. Tony requires
So 87 here for Tony. Single 20 will leave the bullseye.
49.
Well, he hit the ball to finish off a 161, but he couldn't do it this time, and door very slightly ajar for Steve Douglas. Treble 20 he needs.
79. Tony require 38.
6 for double 16 for O'Shea. Good Marcus shuffles across the oche.
6. Steve, you require 40.
Bisected the gap between the bed and his first dart. Adjustment needed. Not quite that much. Double 10 here for Steve Douglas.
Game shot, and the second leg.
And against the darts,
Steve
he now
Douglas.
leads 2-0 in the second set.
Third leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
That's what missed doubles will do for you. Tony O'Shea looked to be cruising. He won the first set 3-1. Really do anything wrong in this set.
97.
He's struggling. Got to win 3 straight legs if he's going to take a 2-0 lead to the break.
60.
But all of a sudden you miss a couple of darts at double and your whole demeanour, your whole body language changes. And your opponent's changes like that.
180.
Second maximum of the match, and Steve Douglas has thrown them both.
59.
With the darts, he's set fair here, big lead. 158 ahead.
$140.
This is a really good leg from Steve. 9 darts so far to take him down to 84.
140.
Lucy delighted
Steve
with what she's
required
seeing here because
84.
Steve has a chance for 2-0. Treble 17. Would have left double 16.
29.
Well, they were loose darts. That's Lucy, who didn't like the loose darts, but it should be okay with O'Shea back on 2-4-2.
100.
Now on a finish, but 55 points away from the set. We've lost the flight. That's the issue.
A little bit of furniture removal needed by the look of it. I've got some spares. Lucy, the saviour. Good work. Well done, Lucy. Tony good-humoured as always. Nothing ever phases him.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Steve, you require 55.
So it's 55. Now that everything is back in order for Steve Douglas, and this is for the set. 15 for double top. 2 darts at it to make it 1-1. Oh, might that be costly? It's a big outshot for Tony, but he's more than capable.
We've seen it already this evening. Needed the treble 20 to start.
60.
In fact, could have done with more than just 60.
Steve, you require 20.
To pile the pressure on this double 10. For the set. Double 5. Don't go low. Last dart. Yes.
Game shot. And the second set. Steve
Lucy
Douglas.
stands and applauds, and Steve Douglas waves a fist at the crowd. It's 1-all in the Lakeside second round.
O'Shea won the third set at a canter, 3-0 in legs, and we pick it up again just after he made it 5 legs on the trot, saying that he's 2-0 up in the fifth.
$82.
Starting to enjoy himself up on stage, Tony O'Shea.
140. $55. 57.
Steve Douglas, who once again wants to thank the staff at the William Harvey Hospital in Ashford who treated him.
81.
He was there for 3 or 4 days before being released to this new, healthier lifestyle. And he does seem to have embraced it.
95.
Good to see a wry smile as well. He's just lost 5 legs in a row. Good last start.
97.
There's a Dazzler cheering on his best mate. Usually does that backstage, watching on a screen.
139.
I love the treble there. Would have left him on double 16. He'll be back to try and take out 70 to win set number 4.
100. Tony, you require 70.
Looking very, very good for Tony O'Shea here. 20 leaves double 16.
38.
Not far away.
Steve, you require 86.
He more than requires it. He urgently needs this 86. Treble and double 7. Or a bullseye.
61. Tony, you require 32.
First start he's had at a double in the last 6 legs as Gary Robson watches on. Double 16 for Tony O'Shea. This for a 3-1 lead. Double 8, big dart.
Game shot.
Not the biggest target.
Set. Tony O'Shea.
But a big, big response. And Tony O'Shea flying, leads 3-1.
Tony O'Shea with the darts at the start of this 5th set. Needing just one more set to book his place in the quarterfinals. It would be the 4th time in 5 years he'd reached at least the quarterfinals. In fact, his record at Lakeside since 2009 is final, semi-final, first round,
44.
final.
Certainly looks set fair thus for a place in the quarterfinals at the very least this time round.
100.
Aiming to win a 7th successive leg. Won the 3rd set in less than 5 minutes. And everything he can to complete the job here against Steve Douglas in double quick time. Good response though from the man from Kent.
$85.
It's tense watching whoever you're supporting. Even if you're neutral, frankly.
60.
One of the great stages in sport. Lights,
58.
a dartboard, an hockey, but most significantly, nowhere to hide.
$93.
Went for the ball there, missed it, would have been on a finish. Treble 18, he might well go here.
174.
Brilliant darts from O'Shea, 174 to lead double 12.
Stunning.
60.
Because he had to make the
requires
adjustment
24.
easy enough to follow 2 into the treble 20. To adjust the treble 18, hit it. Now it's the double 6 he was trying to avoid, but he hits that.
Shot. And the first leg, Tony O'Shea. Second leg, it's Steve throwing first.
7 legs in a row, 2 legs away.
$60.
Double 6 isn't one that they like to leave themselves, but he hasn't missed it so far, Tony.
100.
He's got a bit of a swagger on him now, hasn't he?
$76.
His weight of scoring has been fantastic. Okay, he's only had the 180 so far. Just look Look at the advantage he's got over Steve in the other departments, and that's the 21st ton plus that he's thrown. Another adjustment laterally across the oche for Steve Douglas.
60.
Finding a groove now. A real groove. Even when he's not throwing fireworks. Steady tons and a 97 just there, and already 100 points is the advantage.
97.
And remember, Steve Douglas threw first in this leg. Here comes another ton at least. Make that a 140.
Tony able to indulge in a little bit of banter with the crowd as well. A cry of come on, and he mouthed back, I'm trying.
66.
He is trying.
Tony, you require
64 here to move within a leg. 16 for double top.
44.
Whenever he addresses that double 20,
Steve,
you expect it to go in.
142.
Such has been the way he's throwing. Steve, some way back, but he is on a finish. Kind of chance that he has to take now. Can't do it this time. Tony's got 3 darts at double 10 to move within 41. A leg of yet another quarter-final, his 6th
20.
in his Lakeside career.
2 10s he needs.
Game
yes,
shot.
2 10s again.
Leg. Tony O'Shea. Third leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on.
And despite Steve's well-publicised health problems, and despite how great it is for him just to be here, Tony O'Shea is showing no mercy.
100.
No place for mercy. The Lakeside stage. None asked for, none being shown. 8 legs in a row.
$85.
If he can hold his throw here, Tony, he will have made it through to the quarterfinals, having dropped just 1 set. In fact, having dropped just 8 legs
85.
in his first 2 matches, and 3 of those were in successive legs in this second set here. Since the first break, he hasn't put a foot or a flight wrong.
58.
Not only is this
140.
a convincing, easy second round win, it's sending out a bit of a message.
43. $100.
He's on the brink now. These might be Steve Douglas's last 3 darts at Lakeside 2013. And if they are, well, it's been great to see you here, Steve, and we know you will be back. O'Shea with 76 for the match. A double 8. A marker.
60.
Not quite.
Three more then for Steve.
$100.
Lucy very proud of everything that Steve has achieved here. He would have hoped to have achieved even more, of course. Double 8. 2 more darts at it for the match. It's double 4.
Game. Shot.
And the way that some of the seeds have fallen in the first round, you wonder whether this might just be Tony O'Shea's turn.